Hello, YouTube. This is Vicky Lynn and Martinez and Viva Las Vegas. I just cooked today. It was a tired day. It was a cloudy day. What is this? Tuesday or it's Wednesday. I made chicken fingers today. We'll show you a picture, but I ain't done cleaning the pans, and I don't like to show cooking till I clean the pans. But I got ulcerative colitis, and it's acting up the last 2 or 3 days. Wild Angel Time story. We gotta do another one of those. So I stayed out. There was 50 people at Trop and Valley View, but there was children out there. On the 50, there was probably like 14 kids. The one that was locked with her mother that was a drug addict inside of a wood box, she ended up getting adopted because when I found her, she was dehydrated, and I told you the story. My angels tell me, don't let her drink water, just put your hands in a cup of water and drip the water in her throat and put like Vicks Vapor Rub on her neck to open up her neck, you know. And then after she starts getting the finger drops, for about a few minutes to 5 minutes, then you can have her do little sips of water. And so she ended up getting adopted. She got taken by social services, and a family adopted her. And she got a mom and a dad. I'm sure her mother got locked up for child neglect. I used to go to church with Big Z out there when I called it Hoochville with the 50 people. I have to tell you, I had a blast. It was right down from the warehouse where me and Glenn Zimmerman was working. We was working at Harmon Street in warehouse number 5. I was born on the 5th of November, so it was good luck. The first year we didn't make a lot of money, but after that we was charging our clients storage to store their booth in the warehouse. Like Kinyo, Kinyo. That guy had a crush on me that owned that place. They were from Japan, but they had a station in California and products to sell. On my birthday one year, I opened up the warehouse and it was full of balloons, the whole 50,000 feet. My office, Glenn's office, we had a shared big office, and then Greg, another guy that worked for conventions, worked on the other side of us. He worked for the regular Showays. We were Showays Plus, which is a big company out of Pennsylvania, I think. Yeah, or Philadelphia or Pennsylvania, one of those. But I did that from 1997 to 2011. I mean, Glenn got sick in 2009, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He died 7 years later of cancer. He knew he had cancer in 2009. He was getting sick. His skin was turning yellow. So when his skin turned yellow, I got kids at the house, so I took him straight away to the hospital. You know, yellow jaundice or whatever he had, I didn't want him to be around. You know, Adam was young. And I didn't want him to be around the boy, you know, and give him something, because we both got MRSA from Glenn from visiting after he got the cancer really bad. And when he got in a coma, he ended up being in a coma for at least 2.5 or 3 months. His leg was swollen. I didn't think he was going to make it then. But then when he woke up, he was throwing up green blood. I was in the pans like a nurse, and was bringing him Kentucky Fried Chicken to the hospital. He loves Kentucky Fried Chicken. He loves any kind of chicken. He could have before he got sick, he could eat the whole bucket of chicken by himself. So imagine, he was like 280 pounds. So anyway, it was right down the street, Hoochville, from where I worked. So after work, I could go over there for a while and see the people. And then I took Adam there to stay all night with me a couple nights, but then I started going home at night so I can be with Adam in the morning before school. And then when he went to sleep, I went back over there, get up early to go home, because when you live outside, like the crack of dawn, like 5 or 6 in the morning, your ass is awake. Especially in Vegas, that sun's pounding down on your teepee and your tent. And you know, you always have to supply ice to that place every day. I had 3 couches out there, one that goes against the wall and 2 sideways. I had a big campfire in the middle built with stones and, you know, braces like the braces for an oven. So I could put over the stones and just put my wood underneath it, or charcoal with a lighter fluid. And in the teepee, I had my weapons. I had 1 gun, about 3 knives, and mace, strong mace, almost like tear gas from Big 5. So, like, I had a dog in there, Miss Seeley. If any of them homeless came up on me, I was ready. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sleep out there without the dog to bark to let me know somebody's there, and without the weapon to protect myself. But in there, anyway, I was out there for about 7 months. Like I say, I'd come home at night, take my shower, wash my hair, get up, go to work, you know, get Adam's breakfast ready, get him off to school, pick him up, come home and do dinner with him, and do his homework. And then about 9 o'clock, put him to bed and go back out there and do the same thing over and over. That went on for about 7 months. Then when it started getting really hot and school was out, I didn't want to be out there no more. It was too hot. When it starts getting 115 and stuff like that, I said, I don't want to be out there no more. So I would bring the homeless to the house and have them take a shower. Big Z, Big Steve, Produce Mike and his woman. There was a Nixon guy that didn't like the bootlicker. I burned his hooch down. Thank God he wasn't in there. And I brought 2 other homeless guys out there with me with the truck. When I told you they was doing construction by the railroad track on Tropicana and Valley View. So they dug a big hole in the ground. But I had a big truck that seats like 8 people. It was a big white van with 2 TVs in it, 2 batteries. That's when I told you the homeless kept watching TV without the car running, without the truck running. The first day I got it, they killed the batteries, both of them. So they're going, oh, you just got the truck today and it don't even work. I go, it don't work because y'all's dumbasses watching a movie in there and having the air conditioner on high and overheated the fucking truck. And when I just got that truck, I still had temporary plates. They changed with a marker, they changed the date on the back of the truck. I didn't know. To further down, I was late getting it registered. And the police pulled me over, and Rose, you know, Rose, the black lady, she was in the back. And they said, what are you doing with all these homeless people in the truck? Well, we're going around Sanborn Bakery and getting free bread for them. They were getting free sodas at the 7-Up company that my boyfriend, BB, ended up stealing the 7-Up truck, 18-wheeler. He was a prison rat. And coming back to my house and hit a brick wall on the way there. And I ended up hiding him, like we had 2 stories underneath the steps out back, with the can of gas I had when I burned Nixon's hooch up. And so the police come knocking and go, you can't come in my house now unless you got no warrant, pal. And it's Friday, good luck getting a judge now. They're out fishing somewhere by now. So they got all mad at me, and I was sitting on the 2nd floor, like smoking weed when it wasn't legal, and just give them the, you know, the old happy sign. Anyway, they hated me. They said, I'm going to get your ass, girl. It's a matter of time. It took them a year. I was going in and out with red wigs, black wigs, getting snuck in and out of the house. And they can't pull you over unless they got, you know, a good reason why they're pulling your ass over, you know. I put my hair up. I will show you the chicken tenders I made, but I didn't want to do the whole cooking part today because I'm tired. So I'll just check it out over here. Place is pretty clean anyway over here. There's the chicken fingers. I cooked it in this oil. This is the 2nd batch I made. There's some under there. I didn't even wipe the stove up yet. Where's the rag anyway? But I did most of the pans. It's dark in here, so let me find the wash rag. Watch out, doggies. And I got 2 doggies up my butt. Every time I go to the kitchen, they think they're getting some more food. You know what I'm saying? There's Celestino and Chingarita. My neighbor gave me the little brown dog. They wasn't treating her right. She was out in the heat for probably a couple years, so too long, which made her crazy, which made me love her more because she needed me. You know what I mean? I mean, she needed me. I love Celestino way much because I had him since he was 6 weeks old. I raised him. And but I love her too now. I've loved her at least a year now. Her name was Chingarita. That means dirty dog or something in Spanish. I don't like that name. So I changed her name to Miss Ria, R-I-A. I gotta wipe the stove up because that's the me cooking the where's the scrubber at? Get a little Dawn for dishes on there. That baby will come up. So still waiting for donations. I don't know if y'all don't know how to do it, the Cash App, or Cash App and connect it right to my YouTube channel, or just people don't want to donate. So I got to stick to bringing some more outfits out. I got one I got to put 4 garters on, and I'm going to the lingerie September the 12th and 13th. That's why I delayed my trip to Kentucky. So washing around this stove to get this cooking mess up. I got to call the office because 2 of the burners shocked me on this stove already. So like I told you before, I live in the ghetto, so they ain't in no hurry to help you out around here, you know. But they do come when you ask them, so I can at least say that about them. Most of them don't know what they're doing when they get here, but they have fixed the door after the rains. But I got shocked twice. I'm telling you, you can't keep getting shocked on this stupid old stove or your ass is going to go back in the hospital for something you ain't even your fault. You know what I mean? And also his colitis is back double time. So you go through like diarrhea for like 10 days, and then you go through throwing up, and then you can't swallow your food, and then you start bleeding on both ends. You know which end. Back, out the mouth, and the backside. Anyway, now I'm getting the stove wiped up at least. Getting it wiped up. I gotta figure out. If I had some more flour, I run out of flour today. I would be making me some onion rings. I got 1 onion left. I'll be making me some onion rings. But now that I gained 10 pounds because I'm cooking so good, I'm going to go back to my apple cider diet because I want to get these 10 pounds off because I look even fatter on Facebook and video because everybody says cameras put 10 pounds on you. I don't want to lose no more than 20 more pounds. I'd be too skinny and I look sick, you know. At least my gay friend thinks every time you get skinny, you're sick, you know. That's all in his mind because of the AIDS pandemic, you know. But, yep. Just wiping up as I talk to y'all. Shit, I got flour all over that candle, and that candle's burnt out anyways. Flour's all over that little candle holder. Well, I used every bit of flour I had left today. I need another bag of self-rising flour. That's how I like to make my biscuits, with buttermilk, and then put real butter in there with Crisco oil lard. And then of course put my buttermilk in there. I already pretty much did the dishes from I was eating earlier, so just a little cleanup around the stove now. That's all I got left. And putting the spices back in the cabinet where they belong. Like I say, that salt always gets away from me. I make a lot of whatchamacallit, hummus. I make hummus. I make it with garbanzo beans, olive oil, and I'm also out of olive oil and baking powder too now, so I'm out of everything. I got a big bag of rice and no potatoes. I got really a half an onion left. So with $800 a month and a couple hundred in food stamps, it don't last, so you gotta struggle. You know, so I'm trying to make better meals for cheaper prices. I'm gonna last 3 weeks regardless. That's my MO. But food stamps and that, I make them last 3 weeks, and that's all I can make it last, really. So anyway, this cleanup woman speaking loud and clear. I said, that was another Wild Angel Time story. Here's another one now. One night I got so high. How high was I? I was so high when I lived out there in the desert on Tropicana by the railroad tracks that I had a red Legion town car with white leather seats. I was driving around that railroad tracks. Damn, I dropped the salt twice. I wish I'd get some donations. I'm gonna have to pull out the stuff and start selling it tonight. Because I only got 2 or 3 weeks to get my money to go home to Kentucky. So I have to do that or sell stuff until I get what I need. I'll sell a lot of stuff. I was going to sell my bed, but it's a purple bed, so I'm not selling it. You know, it just helps me relax and rest. So I'll sell the outfits I got, some clothes, some jeans. I'll show some pictures of it in a minute. I always say I'm going to show pictures of it in a minute and never get back to it. Well, at least I cleaned the stove up. That beer's gone. Pickle juice I can use, put back in the refrigerator. There's my little chalkboard. I'm going to get white chalk and say what the menu is today on that. But I can't wait till I get to a gas stove, and I do better on gas stoves. Hey girl, I'm going to cut this video short. It's Vicki Lynn in Viva Las Vegas. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget the Black Barbie doll for the holidays. The 1,000 subscriber gets that. I pay for shipping and handling. Peace out. God bless you and your families. And stay lovely to all your friends and family. And everybody's going to fuss and fight sometimes. But show the love and respect. Peace out. God bless.